welcome to class of chemistry. We are studying 12th standard chemistry lesson number 10 halogen derivatives. In this we are studying chemical properties of halogen derivatives. In previous video we completed elimination reaction and the reaction with active metals with alkyl halides. Today we are starting with reactions of haloarenes with metals. In this we have two types of reaction. The first one is Wurtz-Fittig reaction and the second one is Fittig reaction. Now let us see the Wurtz reaction. I'll write the reaction first. Let us take the example of bromobenzene plus methyl bromide plus 2 molecules of sodium in presence of dry ether. The formed product is a substituted benzene. In this reaction we will get toluene plus the byproduct is 2 molecules of NaBr. This reaction shows alkylation of the aryl halide. In this reaction the product formed is a substituted benzene. This reaction is carried out with aryl halide plus alkyl halide in presence of dry ether and sodium metal, and the product formed is a substituted benzene. For the sake of simplicity we can write this reaction in another way, like this is only for the sake of simplicity. We can understand how this reaction is going on. Plus 2 molecules of sodium plus methyl bromide in presence of dry ether. We can show the byproduct forming in this bracket, and the product formed is now toluene plus 2 molecules of NaBr. So this is the Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Now let's see Fittig reaction. Second one, Fittig reaction. The reaction is, we'll take the example of chlorobenzene plus 2 molecules of sodium in presence of dry ether. We'll get the product biphenyl plus 2 molecules of NaCl. So in this reaction, aryl halide reacts with sodium metal in presence of dry ether to give the product biphenyl, and the byproduct is 2 molecules of NaCl. So this is the Fittig reaction. Now let's see another chemical property in halogen derivatives, that is nucleophilic substitution reaction in haloarenes. The substitution of a nucleophile on the aromatic ring which is attached to a halogen atom is called as nucleophilic substitution reaction in haloarenes. But Aryl halide shows low reactivity. Aryl halide shows low reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. There are two reasons for this. First one is resonance effect, and the second is sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Aryl halide shows low reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction because of resonance effect and sp2 hybridized carbon atoms. We all know that in aromatic rings, carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. So this is one of the reason of why aryl halide show low reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. And the another reason is resonance effect. So let's see the resonance effect of aryl halides. Let us take the example of chlorobenzene. It has 3 lone pairs on it, and one of the lone pair is in conjugation with the pi electrons of the benzene ring. It will transfer its electron to the benzene ring. This bond between carbon number 1 and 2 will break, and these electrons will be transferred to carbon atom number 2, and there will be a double bond formation between chlorine and carbon number 1. So next resonating structure is this bond will be break, and there will be a negative charge on carbon atom number 2. There will be a double bond between chlorine and carbon atom number 1, and positive charge on the chlorine atom as it is transferring or shifting its electrons to carbon number 1. So there is a negative charge on this carbon. So this charge will again transfer its electrons to next carbon atom, and now this bond will break and the electrons will be transferred to next carbon atom. So negative charge will transfer from carbon atom number 2 to carbon atom number 4 as this bond is break, and there will be a double bond formation between carbon number 2 and 3. So next resonating structure will be now here will be a double bond formation. This bond will break and the negative charge will transfer to carbon atom number 4, that is at para position. There will be a double bond formation between chlorine and carbon atom number 1 as it is, and this bond as it is. So now another resonating structure will be this negative charge will be transferred its electron, this carbon will transfer its electron to next carbon atom. This bond will be break and there will be the negative charge on carbon atom number 6 now. So another resonating structure will be double bond between chlorine and carbon atom number 1 as it is, positive charge on chlorine as it is. This bond will be break and there will be a negative charge on carbon atom number 6. There will be this bond as it is. This pi bond formation takes place and this is the next resonating structure. Now this negative charge will be transferred to another carbon atom and the electrons will be back to chlorine again. So next resonating structure will be, here will be double bond formation. Now there is single bond between chlorine and carbon. This bond as it is and this bond will be as it is. So there are 3 lone pairs on the chlorine atom again. So this is structure number 1, this is structure number 2, this is resonating structure number 3, this is resonating structure number 4 and this is resonating structure number 5. So these are the resonating structures of haloarine or chlorobenzene. we can see that the negative charge is shifting from ortho position to para position and from para position to ortho position again. That means electron density is more on the ortho position and para positions. In these structures, the structure number 2, structure number 3 and structure number 4 shows the double bond character to carbon and chlorine atom. So, the carbon-chlorine bond is stronger and shorter in chlorobenzene than the chloroalkane. The carbon-chlorine bond length in chlorobenzene is carbon-chlorine bond length in chlorobenzene is 169 picometer and in chloroalkane is 178 picometer. So it is difficult to break the carbon-chlorine bond in chlorobenzene. You can see that there is no phenylcation produced in the resonating structures. If phenylcation is produced due to self-ionization of haloarine, it will be not stabilized by resonance. So SN1 reaction is not possible here. And due to aromatic ring, backside attack is also not possible. So SN2 also cannot take place. All this discussion shows that the nucleophilic substitution is difficult, but it is possible when immense amount of energy is provided to break the carbon-chlorine bond. As the carbon-chlorine bond length is 169 picometer, it is difficult to break this bond, but it is possible when the immense amount of energy is provided to break this carbon-chlorine bond or carbon-halogen bond in haloarine. Energy is provided in the form of pressure and temperature, and the good nucleophile is required. So let's see an example. In this reaction, the chlorobenzene is converted to phenol, but the required amount of pressure and temperature is too high, that is 623 Kelvin temperature and 300 atmosphere pressure. This energy is too high. To overcome this, the electron withdrawing groups can be helpful to increase the reactivity of this chlorobenzene. That means to weaken the bond between chlorine and carbon. The electron withdrawing groups can be helpful. The electron withdrawing groups like NO2 can be helpful only if they are attached on the ortho position and para position. As we saw in the resonating structures, the negative bond was shifting from ortho position to para position and from para position to ortho position. That means the electron density is more at ortho position and para position. So the introducing nitro group or electron withdrawing group on ortho and para positions will be helpful. The more the number of electron withdrawing groups, more will be the reactivity of haloarine. There is less electron density at meta position. Less electron density at meta position. Therefore, the electron withdrawing groups must be attached or introduced to ortho or para position. Let's see what are the reaction conditions on attachment of electron withdrawing groups like NO2. When one nitro group is introduced to the chlorobenzene, the reaction will be faster, but the amount of temperature required is 443 Kelvin and the strong base is required like NaOH. Then the para-nitrobenzene is converted to para-nitrophenol. After introducing two nitro groups at para and ortho position, aqueous Na2CO3 and the temperature 443 Kelvin is required. It is then 2,4-dinitrobenzene is converted to 2,4-dinitrophenol. But after introducing 3 nitro groups, the resonance will be faster and the leaving of chlorine from this ring is also becomes faster. That means it will increase the reactivity of the ring, and it will break the bond between chlorine and carbon very fast, and there is no need of strong base like NaOH or high temperature and pressure. It requires just warming and water. Then 2,4,6-trinitrochlorobenzene is converted to 2,4,6-trinitrophenol. So these are the examples of introduction of electron withdrawing group to haloarine. Now let's see how the nitro group is increasing the reactivity of haloarine. This can be explained by resonance stabilization of the intermediate by NO2 group or electron withdrawing group. Structure of NO2 is nitrogen double bond with oxygen and single bond with oxygen again, and there is positive charge on the nitrogen and negative charge on one of the oxygen. So this is the structure of nitro group. When such type of electron withdrawing group is introduced to chlorobenzene or haloarine, this type of resonance structures are there. So when, let's see the reaction and resonance in the paranitrochlorobenzene converted to paranitrophenol. So when nucleophile is attacking on the paranitrochlorobenzene, in first step, that is slow step, the nucleophile will be attacked on the carbon atom number 1 on which the halogen is attached, and partially both chlorine and the nucleophile, that is hydroxide ion, is attached on the carbon. So due to this, the bond between these two carbons will be breaked and there will be a negative charge on the carbon number 2, that is on the ortho carbon, and resonance will be started, and resonance will be same as the chlorobenzene. So then this negative charge will be transferred to next carbon, and the nitro group will extend the conjugation, that is it will abstract the electrons and it will extend the conjugation so that reaction will become faster. So here is one nitro group introduced. If there is one more nitro group introduced, there will be again extension of conjugation, and if there is one more nitro group introduced here, there will be again extension of conjugation, so that the resonance will be faster and the reaction will be faster. So this is the slow step, and after these resonating structures, in fast step, that is last step, chlorine will be removed from the benzene ring and OH will be only on the benzene ring, so that it will form paranitrophenol. Here in this third resonating structure, the nitro group at para position extends the conjugation and fastens the resonance. As a result, being a weak nucleophile, chlorine being a weak nucleophile, then OH, it leaves the ring and paranitrophenol is formed.